folks, whatever we pick, this is what you have to pick.
Yeah,
this is actually the draft.
This is definitely what's happening.
It's not a mock, so just listen up.
All right, and now the next pick is our rookie coach. It was supposed to be the guards, but they got kicked out, finally.
Shucks.
Yes. Pick number 16, the Boston Loggers, Coach Ben Green. He is keeping Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, that is an excellent keeper. So another team that does not need a quarterback here. So we're looking really at, I would think, running backs and receivers. I'm leaning toward, and you know what? I feel that Coach Ben may look to trade this pick, to be honest with you.
Really?
I heard a little birdie told me he might be looking into that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to guess that he will not, and he will go ahead and pick here. I'm leaning towards one of the two big receivers left.
I am as well.
Yeah, Fitzy or Andre Johnson. Bub, do you have a preference between the two with him?
I think it's got to be Fitzgerald here. I think Johnson, a couple injuries maybe. I think Fitzgerald definitely, he's a safe pick, but he also still, is fairly young and still has the potential to put up huge numbers. And I think the floor is not really that low for Fitzgerald.
Yeah, I mean, the only real negative I can think of is the terrible quarterbacking that he has and the bad team he's on.
He's done it before with John Skelton and
Skeletor. I call him Skeletor.
And yeah, well, whoever other garbage quarterbacks they had that. So he's done it. So it's not like this is the first year for him with a no-name quarterback.
That's true. All right, Boston Loggers, Larry Fitzgerald. Next up on the board, we got ourselves pick number 17, Soulglow. This will be his second pick in the second round. His third player on his team. He received this pick from Handy Quacks last year. I want to say it may have been via
This was the Adrian Peterson deal.
Trade.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Didn't work out too well for Handy's. I think he pretty much hurt himself right after that, and Handy's isn't keeping him. So shitty situation there. But Coach Brian, he already has Chris Johnson. We are projecting he will already have Matthew Stafford. Are we looking at another running back? Are we looking at a receiver? Possible tight end? What are we thinking?
You know what? I'll tell you this. I don't think he will, but it wouldn't shock me if he took one of the tight ends there.
Yeah.
Just he has the quarterback. He has a running back. I don't think he necessarily has to go receiver, but it wouldn't shock me if he took the tight end. I still think he'll probably take either I don't even know, running back, receiver. I'm not even sure, Eric.
Yeah, I agree with you. It wouldn't shock me if he went tight end there, but I'm leaning towards that not happening. I'm thinking, you know what? I think he wants to get a good running back to team up with Chris Johnson, especially considering that, Chris Johnson, you would assume is going to have a bounce back good year, but I guess you don't really know for sure. I mean,
I sure hope he does, because in my other dream, I had another league, and I have Chris Johnson in that dream league too. So hopefully he does well.
You have a lot of dreams, bub.
I do have a lot of dreams. I'm a dreamer. What can I say?
Well, I'm gonna lean towards running back.
Okay.
And
I can see that.
Yeah, and he's not a sexy pick, but he's on a good team, and he is still relatively fresh considering his workload. I'm leaning towards Michael Turner here. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone and their mother is talking about how Turner's kind of going downhill, during the offseason, the preseason. I still think he's going to have a fairly good year. He's still, the number one running back. He's on a great team. I don't think he's going to go Turner. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily surprise me.
Could he go Richardson? Could he go, Bradshaw? Lynch,
that's
maybe?
The problem is there's a lot of question marks on these next 4 or 5 running backs. You have a couple injuries, a couple possible suspensions. So your guess is as good as mine, Eric. I could, see him taking Turner. I don't know if you would want to take a flyer on Matthews and his broken collarbone. I know he does. I believe he does have a pass with Roddy White, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's been. I think
has he slept with Roddy White?
I don't know if he slept with him, but I think he might have been a Soulglowian at one point.
I don't recall that, to be
honest
with you.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm completely wrong then.
You might be right.
Fuck me.
I don't remember what player has been on every team in the history of the Dynasty, believe it or not. So I don't remember that happening, but maybe it did. I mean, I could see Roddy White there, but do you think Roddy White's going to go ahead of Andre Johnson?
maybe it's just me. I like Roddy better than Andre.
Don't give away too many of your
I know. Maybe I'm not.
Ooh,
I never think of that one.
I know.
Hey, but seems like you're pretty set on him taking a running back. And again, your guess is as good as mine. I'll go with you with Turner on this one. They gives him 2 number 1 running backs.
Yeah,
Nice solid start.
I just think that with all the picks Coach Brian has, I think maybe going with one of these ones as like a solid, you know what you're getting, is maybe the way he might go.
Maybe a flyer, couple rounds later,
right?
A couple picks later. I could see that.
All right, so Michael Turner to Soglo at pick number 17. The next pick is pick number 18. The Hong Kong Cavaliers.
Great team in this league. They're phenomenal.
Well, they're a good team, and you're playing against them.
They're in my division. I love it.
He received this pick from yourself. He made a trade. You are known for kind of doing the whole Belichick thing and trading down on the board, obtaining more picks. And
second year in a row I've done this.
Yep, it seems to work out pretty well for you. But so anyway, pick number 18. Coach Whiffen already has LaShawn McCoy, so you would think an extremely good keeper.
I had him last year, Eric. He was great.
Yes, yeah, he was great for you.
20 touchdowns.
17.
And 3 receiving.
There it is. Do you have any field goals or?
I think he tried to drop kick one once.
Well,
I think he missed.
Well, he wouldn't be on the Patriots then. You got to be versatile to be on the Patriots.
Exactly.
So all right, pick number 18. I'm actually very confident with this pick, Bob.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, let me go first.
All right,
and
you
then
go first.
You can think, say what you think about my thinking.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Again, you think I was wrong last time. I think Andre Johnson and Coach Matt Whiffen have had a past relationship before.
That one I am pretty sure on. I think he had him recently.
So
but yes.
I don't know if he would want to go back to him, or if he thinks he's been burned in the past, he would try to shy away.
Like a scorned lover.
Right. So I could see him taking Andre Johnson. Let's see.
You want me to jump in, Bob?
Yeah, you jump in. What are you thinking?
You're sweating.
Yeah.
Okay. I am very confident that if Cam Newton is still available here, which very well may happen. We may be completely wrong with this mock, but if Cam Newton is available here, I think Coach Whiffen is definitely going to go with him here with this pick. Team him up with McCoy. I mean, that's a pretty good combo there. Newton and McCoy there for your first 2, selections.
And you know what, Eric? Right before you jumped in, I looked on my sheet here and I saw Cam Newton's name, and that was kind of where I thought you were going to go with that one. That'd be, I think, 31 rushing touchdowns between McCoy and Newton last year.
That's some quick math right there, bub.
I've been known to be pretty good with math. Sometimes I make a few mistakes, but not too often. I want to mock the whole draft.
All right, next is pick number 19. We got our rookie coach, VIP on Swole.
VIP on Swole.
I enjoyed his interview, by the way, on the keeper selection show.
He's pretty personable. That was pretty good. First time in front of a camp. Well, not the first time. We've all seen that.
Yeah, we saw what happened.
Yeah.
His keeper is Drew Brees. He made a trade as well when he joined the league and obtained Brees and his mole. Although, actually, I think he did get that removed.
I don't think he did.
No? Okay. Breeze is his keeper. Where are we thinking here?
I think at this point, I said this about Will. I said I think he has to go running back, and then to Coach Ben Green, I said not necessarily with Rod. I think Drew Brees, he's a great quarterback, but at this position, I think you have to go running back with 3 or 4 solid ones still on the board.
Yep.
I'm gonna say
Lynch.
Yeah. I was looking at Lynch. Matthews still has the question mark with the injury. Same thing with Richardson. I would not be surprised at all with Marshawn Lynch here for Chris Haney.
What about I'm just gonna throw out 2 names, 2 guys that are a little concerned from an injury standpoint. Adrian Peterson, Jamal Charles. Is that probably a little too early, right?
I think maybe a little too early. Maybe not though, because if you really want Peterson and you pass on him, you might not get him. Someone might take a flyer on him. I don't know if you have 1 pick in the second round and 1 pick in the third. I don't know if you can
take
quote unquote waste or take a flyer is a better saying on a guy like Peterson or Charles. I think that's something that you got to do if you have a couple picks in these first 2 rounds. So I think he's probably going to go safe and maybe with a